Hey, I wanted to talk about what makes transition expensive. Because it is pretty expensive. There are a lot of costs that you wouldn't expect. Um, and I guess you wouldn't really expect transition to cost anything at all. But surprise, it does. And my wallet is taking quite the hit at the moment because of it. Um, I don't know if any of you consider this particularly important, but I was I consider this an extension of my video. I think 2 videos ago, when I was saying that I wanted to give everybody the full picture of everything that happens with transition. So money's one of them, unfortunately. So I'm just gonna list everything that costs moolah. Testosterone costs money. Uh, Plenty. Insurances cover it. A lot of them do, as far as I know. Um, it, but they only cover certain types. Like my insurance doesn't cover. It covers alcohol. It covers oil suspended testosterone, but not alcohol suspended testosterone for whatever reason. Um, yeah, but without insurance, a 6 month supply, I guess, would cost like $60, which isn't bad, but that's only the beginning. Um, it. I filed my name change paperwork like 2 weeks ago, and I had to drop $309 on that. I tried to apply for deferral, but in the deferral they were like, you have to calculate all of your scholarships and student loans and stuff. So I did, and it came out to like too much for them. And the lady looked at the number and she's like, you can't apply for the deferral. And I was like, those are scholarships. I obviously can't pay you guys with those, so it's not gonna affect my payability or my ability to pay. Um, but yeah, so I had to spend $300 on my name change hearing, and then when I called them, because you have to like file the paperwork and then call 4 days after that for them to like schedule the official hearing date. The lady was like, "Yeah, bring $27 to the hearing," and I was like, "What the fuck? You're charging me more money? Jesus! I already spent $300 on you bitches just because I have too much in student loans or whatever." Which isn't really income, it's just an exorbitant amount of money being given to the school for me to pay back later in $400 a month increments for like 10 years or whatever, because student debt is stupid. Anyway, another thing that costs money is changing documents, like getting new checks. For example, I spent $35 on checks, and I've only used like 15 of them. And I have to change them soon so they match my bank account. I have to send letters to like my bank accounts, and I have to send letters to my insurance company and letters to this, and I have to fill out a form for ASU and fill out a form for Maricopa Community College or whatever, because I'm in their system also, in case I want to take classes later. I have to like send out all these letters and be like, here's the court order and blah blah blah, and be all official about it. Yeah, that costs money. Like, if you have a car, if the car is in your name and you want to change the either the gender marker or the name on the title, you have to shell out $12 for that per title. Which it's not that much, but it's still like annoying. You have to do all this like paperwork and just like shell out $10 every time you want to change something. And there are a lot of things that that your name can be on that you have to change, so it's kind of annoying. Like, one of the most expensive things is top surgery, aka chest surgery, because testosterone isn't going to make them go away completely, because the mammary glands are still developed because of estrogen, so, gotta take those out. So, top surgery, the best surgeon in the U.S., he's down in Florida. He charges $6,500, and insurance does not cover it. I don't even think he takes insurance, but yeah, most insurance companies don't cover anything transition related. If they know that you're doing anything because of like transition, they're just like, they get all pissy about it and they don't want to cover it, and it's stupid. Well, I mean, if you have like a fancy smancy insurance that you pay like a gazillion dollars for, like, I bet if you worked at some fancy private hospital, they would give you those kind of fancy insurances. Like if you know anybody who works at Scottsdale Healthcare, Shea, they probably have fancy insurance and stuff. But, well, as far as I remember, because my mom used to work there. But anyway, that shit's expensive. And on top of that, I have to pay the money up front. The money's due 3 weeks before the surgery date for that surgeon. And then I also have to fly there, I have to pay for flights, I have to pay for the hotel, I have to be there for a week, or like 7 or 8 days, and then somebody has to be there to take care of me, so they have to not be able to go to work, and they have to like sit with me in a hotel for a week, which is dumb. So yeah, whatever money they can make in a week, they can't make that, and then they have to, take care of me. And then some surgeons, they charge like $10,000 plus, and they're like not even the good ones. Like there's a surgeon in Scottsdale, and somebody said he charges like $15,000, but last I checked it was $10,000. And I looked at his work and I'm like, dude, you're not even good. You're not even good at what you do. Not really. He's okay, but he's not the best. So it's like, why are you charging $10,000 when you are not as good as the guy who charges $6,500? Like, that's kind of silly. Let's see. Also, there's therapy appointments. Those cost $200 a month. $50 per session, again, because my insurance is shitty. Let's see. Also, binders, aka compression shirts for the upper feminine body tissues to compress them and not make them visible, so I can actually stand to go out of the house every day. Those cost $40 a piece, and they wear out. I have 2, so I've dropped like $80. Just being able to feel like a normal person, comfortable in my skin, that's kind of stupid. Like, would you want to shell out $80 just to feel like normal? No, you wouldn't. Also, there's a lot of new clothing buying that has to happen, because just this sheer volume of my existence is like, because of testosterone. And of course, I'm like eating a whole lot, and I'm not eating well. I have not been eating well lately, so I'm getting like really chubby, and most of my clothing doesn't fit. I took a bunch of my clothing to Buffalo Exchange, and I was like, here, take it. And I was like, I'm getting so fat. But yeah, I am. And I'm also getting like muscle, but the muscle, I can't lift anymore, but there's like more muscle, so I'm not any stronger, which is weird. There's just like this muscle that I have now, it can't do anything more than the muscle I had before, so whatever. Also, I'm eating more, therefore more money has to be spent on food. So there's that. Just a bunch of little things to go along with the top surgery. Just a bunch of little tidbits that cost more money. But then there's the big thing, bottom surgery. If you know, this is top surgery. Guess what bottom surgery is? So that can cost tens of thousands of dollars. Because there are different types of surgery, different procedures, and one is cheaper than the other. One can cost like $20,000, and then others can cost like, I've heard $60,000, I've heard $80,000 for surgeries like that. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. And like the people who are the best at it are all the way in Serbia, so yeah, they gotta fly there and stay there and like, deal with being in a foreign country and all that jazz. Yeah. So, for most trans people, bottom surgery is out of the question. Because most people don't feel like the options fit them or their budget. And it's bottom surgery can be pretty risky, you know, if like there's not enough blood flow or whatever, you can like lose the extra parts that you got, you know, because they're like they won't be able to live, you know, because no blood flow equals no nutrients equals no life equals no, you know. So yeah, imagine like paying $60,000 for something and then it goes away like a week after you get it done. Like, sweet. Yeah. So, transition is pretty expensive. Not terrible, but not great. And it's not like a nightmare to save up for, because it's easy to save up for things you really want. So, yeah, pretty much every dollar I'm making right now is going towards that, trying to save up for that, because I want to get top surgery in September. You know, I also want to go to Hawaii for the chorus international competition thing, and I want to be able to enjoy Hawaii and not have to deal with these things, you know, and not be able to like wear a tank top because I'm trying to like not draw attention to them, you know, because like the tank top like cuts down here, and there's like when you're wearing a binder, there's like this awkward pinching of like fat chubbiness like that happens in the armpit, just the way the shirt compresses. It's all weird. So, you know, I want to be able to enjoy the beach as I should and not having to deal with these things. So, you know, I guess that is that. Thanks for watching.